Titi's phone. Pick up and tell me. Hello. Hello. Yes, Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you. Say something. I can't hear you. Say something. Unmute,
Can
unmute.
you hear me, sir, now?
No, I can't hear you. Yeah. Yeah, say something. Let me see if I can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so which was the last sum that we did? I don't remember.
Practice it one question 5.
Question 5.
Actually, question 4, but I finished you gave me question 5. Right.
Question 4, this one we had done, na? One, let me see.
Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah, this one, see. Any doubts in this sum? I hope you had got it. Fourth one. Okay, so fifth one. Any doubts in the fourth one? Do you want me to do the fourth one again or something? No, no? Okay. So let's do the fifth one.
You gave me that in homework.
Fifth one, you did it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll discuss then. Let you tell me the answers. What answers you got? So first, you have to find out angle ART.
It's 75 degrees.
ART means this one.
Yes.
Why it is 75? Tell me that.
Because one second, sir. Because angle BRT is in linear pair with TRB, so we get 180 degrees. No, angle BRT is in linear pair with ART, so it's 180 degrees. So if we subtract 105 from 180, then we get 75.
75. So this is 75. This is 75. So why is ART 75?
Because vertically.
Yes. So have you written that point vertically opposite?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So first one done. Second one, CTQ. That is
It's
this
75
one.
degrees.
Also 75. What is the reason?
Corresponding.
Yes, corresponding angle. Next is third is DTQ. So DTQ means this one. So how much will be DTQ? This is easy.
105 degrees.
105. What is the reason?
Because it's corresponding with angle
yes,
BRT.
Correct. Corresponding. Third one. And fourth one, PRB. So PRB is this one.
In
okay,
linear
this
pair with BRT.
That already you did, na? That is 75. Okay, correct. Okay, what is going on in your school?
Did real numbers today, sir. And Friday's geometry class didn't happen because sir had to.
So for now, we will not do the proof of the theorem. If in the school they are doing the proofs, you let me know. We'll also do the proof. So
Yes,
for
sir,
now,
we are doing so.
no,
We are
this chapter, parallel lines is not started.
No, I don't know. No, we haven't.
So parallel lines when
And
they
sir,
start.
so they gave us a portion for the exam.
Oh, okay. What are they?
Both subjects have the first lesson and the portion.
First what? First?
First lesson. Both subjects.
One lesson only.
Yeah.
Sets and basic concepts.
Yeah.
Oh, how much? 20 marks?
Yeah.
And when is it?
Our exam will start on 6 August. I don't remember the dates. I'll check it out.
Okay, message me the dates.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do this theorem. This theorem says that the sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. And you know this already. Yes or no? Sum of all the measures of a triangle is 180 degree. So this theorem we can do without the proof. That means you add all three angles of a triangle, you will get 180 degree. What does a circle measure? And yes, you said something. Did you say?
Radius into circumference, sir?
No. I asked, what is the measure of a complete circle?
360 degrees.
Yes, 360 degree. And then what about a semicircle? 180. So sum of measures of all three sides of an triangle is 180 degree. What about quadrilateral? Sum of measures of all four angles of a quadrilateral is? It is same as circles.
360.
Yes, it is 360. So this property you have to keep in mind. Next, we can move to test for parallel lines. Now, what are the tests for parallel lines? Understand that first. What is the meaning of it? We'll just read this. Whether, understand, okay? Just listen to me. Whether given two lines are parallel or not. How to decide that? That can be decided by examining the angles formed by a transversal of the lines. So if you want to check whether two given lines are parallel or not, you have to check the angles that are formed by the transversal. Is this clear? Is this statement clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's see the first point. The first point says, okay, I'll read it. Listen carefully. If the interior angles on the same side of a transversal are supplementary. Firstly, do you remember what are interior angles?
Yes, sir.
So if this is a transversal, these are the two parallel
lines. The angle which come inside the parallel.
Yes, between the parallel lines. So that is, for example, this one and this one. They are interior angles. Also, this one and this one. They are interior angles. So if the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So first, same side means either left side or right side. Are supplementary. What do you mean by supplementary?
180 degrees.
180. That means if you add both of them, if you get 180 degree, then it will be supplementary. So if this thing happens, then you can directly say that these two lines are parallel to each other. Is this clear? First point. If the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. I want you to write down this, the statements. Test for parallel lines. And under that, write the first test. I said, I want you to write it down. Write down the heading test for parallel lines. After that, directly write down the first test. No need to draw the diagram. We need to just understand it. So if the interior angles are on one side, okay, you can check either one side, either left side or right side. Okay, any one. If you add it and you get 180, that means it is supplementary. Then you can say lines are parallel. So this is the first test to check. Did you write this? Finish writing?
No, sir, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Done.
Let's see the second test. So the second test says, if one of the pairs of alternate angles is congruent, then the lines are parallel. Okay, any one pair of alternate angles should be congruent to each other. So that means any one pair of alternate angles should be congruent. That means either this one and this one, if they are congruent to each other, you can directly say the two lines are parallel. Or if this one and this one are congruent to each other, you can say that they are parallel. Or the exterior alternate angles also. So let's see the exterior ones. So exterior one is this one and this one. Is that correct? And then similarly, this one and this one, they are exterior alternate angles. So if any one pair of exterior alternate angles are congruent, directly you say lines are parallel to each other. Clear? Write down the second point.
Done, sir.
Let's see the third point now. The third test. So first test, if interior angles are supplementary, lines are parallel to each other. Second test, if any one pair of alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel to each other. Third test is even easy. Third test says, if any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Do you remember what are corresponding angles? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if any one pair of corresponding angles are equal, any one, so either this one or this one, or this one and this one, any one, okay? Any one should be congruent to each other. So this or this and this and this. So if any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, any one, no need to check for all, any one, then directly you say the lines are parallel to each other. So three main tests we saw. First test says, first test may you have to check if the interior angles are supplementary, then it is parallel. Second test, if pairs are or any one alternate angle, any one pair of alternate angle is equal, then lines are parallel. Third one, if any one pair of corresponding angle is equal, then the lines are parallel. Write down the third point. Okay. Next is the interior angle test. Okay, these are the proofs. So we'll not do the proof. Interior angle test, that means if they're supplementary, lines are parallel to each other. Second, alternate angle test. Any one pair of alternate angles are equal, lines are parallel to each other. This is a proof for it. And third, if any one pair of corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel to each other. This is a proof for it. So for now, we'll not be doing the proof. If they are doing the proof in your school, you let me know. We'll also do the proof then. So we'll now directly jump off to the practice set. But before that, we have two corollaries. Okay. Corollary means an additional result from your original statement. So this says that if a line is perpendicular to two lines in a plane.
What was the definition of corollary?
Corollary means additional result or extended result of your original statement, of your original result. So original, we've seen three results for proving test or for proving given lines are parallel to each other or not. These are just an extension or an addition to those three. Okay, that is the meaning of corollary. So there are two corollary 1 and 2. So let's see the first one. First one says that if a line is perpendicular to two lines in a plane. So clearly you can see line L is perpendicular to line L and line M. If a line is perpendicular to two other lines in a plane, then the two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, directly you say that they are parallel to each other. That means if one line, or if the transversal, I'll make it in simpler, if the transversal is perpendicular. If you have seen all the other examples, the transversals were not perpendicular. So this corollary says that if the transversal is perpendicular to two lines, then those two lines are parallel to each other. Have you understood this? And let's see the second corollary. Just understand this, what it says. If two lines in a plane are parallel to a third line. Okay, if two lines in a plane are parallel to a third line, then those two lines are parallel to each other. That means if this line, so I can name this line L, if this is parallel the two lines are parallel to the third line. If this is parallel to the third line, or rather we'll say it like this. Line, this and these two lines are parallel to the middle one. This is L, M. If L and M are parallel, this is parallel to this. I'll name this P. And this is parallel to this. Then these two lines are also parallel to each other. Clear? Okay. This was the second corollary. Okay, so I think now we can start with the sum. Exercise. We can start with the exercise. Practice set 2.2, first one. So understand the question first. In the figure 2.18, angle Y, that is this one here, is 108 degree. Angle X, that is this one here, is 71 degree. Justify are lines M and N parallel to each other. If they are parallel, you have to give a good reason why. So which test will we use here? Interior angle test, alternate angle test, or
Interior angle.
interior angle test? So let's write a solution. First, what is given, we'll write that. Angle Y 108 degree. Angle X 71 degree. So let's say by interior angle test. What does interior angle test tells you? If
two lines are parallel.
no, what you have to check? What you have to check? If the interior angles are supplementary.
Are supplementary.
Yes, so you have to add the interior angle. So angle X plus angle Y, that will be 108 degree plus 71 degree. How much is 108 plus 71?
189. 179.
What?
179 degrees.
179. So is it supplementary?
No, sir.
No, it is not. So we'll say angle X and angle Y are not supplementary. Therefore, since they are not supplementary, what will we say about M and N? Are they parallel or not parallel?
They are not parallel.
They are not parallel to each other. So you say, last line you say, angle line, therefore line M and N are not parallel to each other. Is this some clear?
Yes, sure.
Write it down. Can you see the entire sum? Okay, you can try zooming, okay, if it is too small. Done?
Done, sir.
One minute, okay. Okay, one small change in the alternate angle test. Okay, it says if one pair of alternate angles, okay, it has to be actually alternate interior angle. Okay, if one pair of alternate interior angle is congruent, then the lines are parallel. Fine? This is fine? Okay, now let's come back to the sum. In this sum, it is said, if angle A is congruent to angle B, okay, these two angles are said they are congruent to each other, prove that line L and line M are parallel. So here we will use alternate interior angle test. That means if we manage to prove that any one pair of alternate interior angles are congruent, then L and M are parallel to each other. Okay, but what is given to you congruent? What are these angles? They are
alternate exterior.
Yes, they are alternate exterior angle.
So we do vertically opposite.
Yes, we'll have to use, yes, we'll have to do the proving. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll just give naming. We'll name it A, B, and this will name it as C, D. Okay, this intersection will name it as L, and this intersection will name it as K, and this line will call it as Q, and this line will call it as P. Okay, so this just naming we have done. So we'll have to okay. So let's start with the solution. Stepwise we'll go ahead. So since PQ is a straight line, since PQ is a straight line, and ray KA extends on it. So can you see it forms straight angle? That means it is forming linear pair. So measure angle AKP, measure angle AKP plus measure angle AKL. Okay, AKP, look at this, AKP plus measure angle AKL. These two, this one and this one, that forms linear pair. So it will be equal to 180 degree. Is this clear? No?
Understood.
Okay. So measure angle AKP is A. Correct? AKP is A. So here we'll write measure angle A plus measure angle, this as it is, AKL is equal to 180 degree. So take measure angle AKL, you take it on the other side. This will become measure angle A is equal to 180 degree minus measure angle AKL. Is this clear? Name this as equation 1. Fine. Now same thing, let's do it on the other side. The same thing, we'll do it on the other side. Since PQ is a straight line, since PQ is a straight line and LD extends on the other side. Okay, LD extends on it. Okay, PQ is a straight line, LD extends on it. So angle DLQ and angle DLK. Okay, DLQ and DLK. One minute. On my right, DLQ and yeah, correct. Measure angle DLQ plus measure angle DLK forms a linear pair. So that will be 180 degree. Is this correct? That is this one and this one. I hope no confusions. Okay. So measure angle DLQ is nothing but angle B. So measure angle B plus measure angle DLK is equal to 180 degree. Take this on the other side. So you will have measure angle B is equal to 180 degree minus measure angle DLK. Is this clear? This name it as equation number 2. Okay, so equation 1 is this and equation 2 is this. Okay, so I'll just write both. Measure angle A is equal to 180 degree minus measure angle AKL. This was your equation 1. And measure angle B is equal to 180 degree minus measure angle DLK. This was your equation 2. Okay. Now, what is given in the question? I'll come back to the question. It is given angle A and angle B are congruent to each other. So coming back to this, given given angle A is congruent to angle B. This is given, correct? So since the angles are congruent, their measures will be equal. Measure angle A will be equal to measure angle B. But what is measure angle A? It is 180 degree minus measure angle AKL. And what is angle B? 180 degree minus measure angle DLK. Correct? Now what is getting cancelled? 180 degree cancelled. And you have minus measure angle AKL is equal to minus measure angle DLK. Minus minus also cancelled. And you have lastly measure angle AKL is equal to measure angle DLK. Now look at the diagram. Look at the diagram now, where locate measure angle DAKL. So measure angle AKL is this one, and measure angle DLK is this one. So what are these? What are these two? Yes, therefore alternate interior angle are congruent. Okay, alternate interior angle are congruent. So since the alternate interior angle are congruent, what we can conclude by alternate interior angle test? By alternate interior angle test, line L is parallel to line M. Is this clear? Okay, now I'll just zoom out. You go through the entire sum. So go part by, okay? It's too big. 1 minute. Huh?
हेलो हाँ रोशन, ये कौन सा करेंसी है और कंट्री कौन सा है? और करेंसी कौन सा है? नहीं 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 नहीं, हम लोग में नहीं, पर्पस कोड नहीं है इसमें। जी नहीं नहीं नहीं, जीबीएन के लिए नहीं। वो यूके साइड पे फॉलो होता है।
Okay, just go through the sum. I'll scroll it up for you. Let me know when you're finished, so I'll scroll up.
नहीं नहीं, कोई भी कंट्री, कोई भी कंट्री।
So please go down. So please go hold down. Done, sir.
You took.
Okay. Now, first one we did, second one we did. No? Okay. Third one, can you try for homework? Third sum.
Yes, but is an example.
Can you do it? The third one for homework.
Yes.
Okay. So third one you do for homework. Fourth, fifth, sixth we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. So see you on the Thursday. Also revise the properties. Okay. And also send me your the dates, exam dates. Okay, fine. Bye.